I always wait a minute because my computer likes to buffer, but I think I might have fixed the problem because I took my taskbars out. So that should fix the problem. Hopefully. Let me know if my voice and my mouth are matching. If not, it really doesn't matter because I have to share something with you guys that is just absolutely crazy. But hello, Ruby. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Anna Laura. Well, Sandra actually just took some medicine. She's resting over there. This is partially about that, though. This is going to blow your mind. Hey, Melissa. Hi, Miss Christy. Attacore 21 matching. Okay. It might not when I show you because I have some things that I'm going to show you on here. If you're having, hey, Ellen, hey, Trisha, hey, Sheila, Weber. Who did Michelle? Hey, Plumie. So if you're having any sort of issue right now with communicating, having faith, anything, I think you're going to benefit from this because my mind was just blown about, what time is it? It's 12:14, almost an hour ago. And I was just going to come home tonight and rest. And I had to share this with you because what I'm going to show you, hey, Emily, get to bed, Emily. And where's my good night text? Hey, Dawn. Hey, Jenny. So let me show you something, first of all. First, let me start off by saying that you guys ever notice if you've quit something or maybe you've gotten sober or anything like that, it's kind of like a foundation. God is like my main foundation, and then there's sobriety right here. And then you have blessings that build on top of it. Hi, Amy. Blessings that build on top of it like a tower. Whether God gives you those blessings or you work for them, it builds like a tower. But if you lose your sobriety part, which is the foundation that holds it up, with me it is, for sure, then all of that stuff crumbles down. You have to start all over again. Well, I truly feel like that's what's going on in my life right now. And, you know, for the first time, I'm trying to learn to deal with like stuff where loved ones get sick or anything like that. So what I was thinking about today, and this isn't what I was going to talk about, but I want to say this before I show you what I'm going to show you. Today, I was kind of I felt weird thinking about my future in the present. Falls like Babylon, exactly. But I was almost planning heartbreak to happen in my future because it's going to. The only difference is I'll be 6 months sober in about 21 days. So I'm learning to deal with things without alcohol or substance, right? So I'm going to deal with death sometime in the future. Maybe a loved one dying. I'm going to deal with maybe, I don't know, lots of different stuff. Maybe, who knows? I'm not going to wish stuff bad like car accidents and stuff like that, but shit's going to happen. Maybe even heartbreak if I'm dumb enough to let that happen again, but you never know. So I'm learning how to deal with that in a sober state of mind. So like what's been going on with Sandra, she is resting. She is okay. Thank you, Norma. Hey, Kelly. But, you know, I have to realize that Sandra's lifespan is very small. She's a hamster. And that when she goes, I'm just going to have to take care of something else. But that's something that I'm going to deal with sober. And I'm planning on dealing with that sober or whatever other horrible thing happens in my future, which is, I mean, inevitable. Bad stuff is going to happen in my future. And I'm like looking ahead and being prepared for it. So I just wanted to get that out of the way real fast. Always have to reach rock bottom before you know you have that solid foundation. I've been rock bottom a couple of times. Hey, Catherine. Okay, so let me get to what I'm going to show you guys. First, I'm going to show you what I was doing almost exactly an hour ago. Almost exactly. I'm going to show you this, and you're going to be like, why are you showing me that? What is it about? And I'm putting you on the edge of your seat for a reason, because this shit's going to blow your mind. And you might need this message. So I sent this to a friend who lives across the world from me. A wonderful friend. Her name is Sue. I'm not going to dox her last name. Wonderful friend. She might be watching now, but she might be asleep. So I sent this to her.
Right now, the thing you tagged me in, I'm driving home. I know I'm driving safe. I just pulled your angel message up. I just read it on Facebook. As I'm reading it, I looked down at my clock. Oh, now it just changed. 11:22 p.m.
So, okay, so what you saw, I wish you could see it more clear. I tried to download it. So I don't know if you could see that. It's kind of, the zoom is kind of bright. So that's 11:22. You quit smoking and then my mother-in-law died and you're smoking again. I'm sorry, Ruby. So anyways, I hope you saw that. I was saying it was 11:22 p.m. I was on the highway. I shouldn't have been checking my message, but I was. My friend Sue, if you go over to my Facebook, you could see she tagged me in something. Now I'm going to show you what she tagged me in. Keep in mind the time that I was checking this. Now, as I was recording this, it changed from 11:22 to 11:23 while I was recording this video to her. This is crazy. Okay, first of all, let me just tell you that I've been having really hard time. Hold on really fast. I've been having a really hard time with my faith and just like praying like, God, please, please just don't let Sandra be in pain, because she was like chirping and she was snoring last night and making weird sounds in her sleep. And she chirped at me a couple times like after I gave her a snack. And usually she does that when she's upset with me. So I thought she was in pain. So I've been praying. And last night I was like, God, please let your angels just comfort her and comfort me. I don't know what to do. You know, I've gone to the vet. I've done all this stuff. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm trying to comfort her every second I can when I'm with her. So this is what I'm tagged in Facebook. Let me show you. First of all, my friend Sue she's very spiritual, like always sending me spiritual messages. So first I see that says 22/22, Saturday, December 5th. And I'm like, okay, what's the next picture? Well, the next picture is this. Mind you, I'm reading this at 11:22 on the highway going about 65 miles an hour. So I couldn't read it. I was like, okay, what? Angel 2:22. And I look down at the clock and it's 22. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So then I send her that message as I'm driving. I'm like, I just got your angel message. It says 22 and it's 11:22 right now as I'm driving. And sorry, I can't see the comments right now. So I get to a stop because I'm eager to read this. I'm freaking out. I'm praising God. It says the angel number 2222 is a message from your angels to keep the faith, trust that everything will work out. The 2222 number aims to give you faith, especially when you're going through something that's particularly tough and challenging. This is when you need the guidance and assistance of your angels the most. And you guys, it is about to be 12:22 my time. Just so you know, I know I did schedule this live, so that's not, a complete coincidence, but okay, I'm going to continue. So it says 11:22 because I'm like, it's 11:22. So I sent her that message. So she sends this back to me at, looks like it's 6:28 her time in the morning where she lives. She says, it says, if you feel unsure in any part of your life, angel number 11:22 is a divine message of encouragement that you're on the right track. And you're going to be all right as you focus your attention on positive thoughts towards solutions that will propel you to something so much better on your path. And now it's 12:22. God is awesome. He has a way of being a smart ass and comforting me. Yeah, it is. Oh, it's 2:22 your time right now. Yes. So, hey, Nikki Rex. So I wanted to share that with you guys because, it is unbelievable, but it's not. 2:22 where you're at right now. And I know it's not as crazy right now that it's 12:22 because I'm like, oh my God, I got to hurry up and get home. But it is kind of weird that right when I'm talking about that in this moment, it's 12:22. But what was just crazy to me was an hour ago at 11:22. I usually don't care to check my messages. It's 11:22 in California right now. I don't care to check my messages while I'm driving usually, but something just told me like, read this message. And I just looked down at it and I saw the 222 and then I saw angels and 22 and then immediately looked down from my phone and it's 11:22. So I'm like, oh my God, I have to film this really fast and show her. Right. And I'm trying to record so the clock doesn't change to 11:23 before I'm done. So as I'm recording, I'm telling her and then it changes to 11:23. But I wanted to share that. Like I was going to come home and rest and shower. But when that happened, I immediately, when stuff like that happens to me, I feel like I have to share it because I can't be the only person that has to have some reassurance. Isn't that cool, Miss Christie? I swear I tried calling my brother and a few friends in complete tears, but everyone is asleep and then your live came on. Well, Michelle, I hope that you're doing okay. And I hope that you got some sort of comfort from that message. It is amazing, Ellen. You know, I often ask, I don't know if you guys do this or if you're spiritual or anything, but I always am very needy. Thank you, Ruby. I'm always very needy with my my signs from God. Like I always try to tell him like, okay, do this, or show me a sign and do this. And he does the complete opposite because he's a smartass. But he always reassures me. And he shows me, signs like that. And so I just found it to be incredibly comforting. And even though, my little Sandra's acting funny, she's just not acting like Sandra. It was just like that nudge, like, because I'm freaking out and I have all this anxiety and I don't like fully give my faith over to God. So that message, it was just powerful to me. It's a big God hug. Bawling on a budget. Hey, Lacey. Babes, you're being guarded. It happens. Everything I've been through, I know I've had help of loved ones who have passed. It's their way of coming through to me. Yeah, and you know what? I've had amazing things like this happen to me in the past. This is not the first time. But I do believe that there is evil, demons and the devil that make us forget blessings. So I had to immediately get on here because, we get distracted with technology or bad things in our life or whatever it is, and we forget our blessings, and that's how we lose faith. Really. There's so many other times in my life that stuff like this has happened. And I forgot because I didn't stay sober in my life. Spirit guides. So I firmly stand by the verse, being alert and sober of mind, because your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. And that is so true, with things like sickness or a loved one not feeling good, or maybe it's petty YouTube dramatic stuff, or maybe it's drama in your real life. None of that stuff matters. And when stuff like that happens, it truly, because I know I snap on people, I'll come on here and talk shit about them when they piss me off. And I'm trying my hardest to try to correct myself from doing that because I know it's not the right route. So when stuff like this happens, it kind of connects me to pray for my enemies. You know what I mean? Because they go through the same stuff we do. You miss your dad so bad. He was everything to you. I'm an adult. I take care of him because he was all alone. Oh, you took care of him, and I'm sorry. I finally caught the tail end of a live. It's Megan. Oh, hi, Megan. Aw. The other side has no power. Amen to that, Weber. Religion is a man-made, spirituality comes from the soul. DeRosa, we still need to have our conversation, and I strongly agree with you on that, because a lot of people will say, oh, you're just religious. I'm really not. I go based on my experience with God and with spirituality. And of course, when I pray to Christ, that's been the only time I've got answers. I prayed to Christ, and then last night and got this, and I'm always praying to Christ. because that's the only name that's ever answered to me. But I also believe Jesus and I believe God is very creative. And as far as the Bible, that was in one part of the world. And back then we didn't have technology. So it's like, how did the rest of the world hear it? I know in the Bible it says to go spread the word, but I think he's more creative than to just come down in one form. That's my personal opinion, but I won't get into that right now. Yeah, I guess I'm spiritual. Jesus wasn't religious. Hi, Cluck Norris. How you doing? I'm not perfect at all, but I will always go back to things are always working out for me and let go because God has my back. And Jenny, I'm a very stubborn person. I believe that there's a lot of truth to zodiac signs too, just the way people act of certain signs and stuff. And I'm a stubborn Gemini, and I have a hard time handing my problems over to God a lot of the time. But I really, really needed that message tonight. I think that's one of the most powerful messages that I probably ever gotten in my life. And I needed that because I needed that revamp, kind of that jolt of electricity in my faith. That happened tonight. And it's because of Sue. I don't even know if Sue's still awake. Hold on. One second. But Sue, I mean, she just kind of came out of nowhere a while ago. She lives way across the world. Hey, Wonder Woman. And it's just crazy how there's people that kind of spread God's word and comfort you in hard times. It's crazy. Hi, Kathleen. You're a complete opposite of Capricorn sign, and you are a Capricorn. You're a worrier. I can relate to that, Dawn, because I've been worrying really, really badly ever since Sandra started losing her hair, because you naturally just want to have your pets, or if you have children or people you love. Thank you, Ruby. You naturally want them to be, not, I love you too, little Laura. You don't want them to be in pain or suffer. And I mean, I've been an emotional roller coaster. My good friend Nicole, I'll send her a message. I'm like, Sandra's doing so good. And then all of a sudden I'll send her another one. And no, and I'll be all like emotional, bawling like a little bitch. And I'm not a crier. It's not easy to make me cry. But if I care about someone, that's when I'll cry. And I usually do it in private. Where's Sue? Sue, where are you? Where are you, Sue? At this moment, Robbie, I'm pacing, so I'm so grateful you came on. You have no idea how much this helps. See, God works in crazy ways. He really is a smart ass, but I'm thankful for it because at least I'd actually almost rather him be a smart ass because it shows him like, hello, are you going to trust me or not? And I truly do need to just like let go and trust him. It's hard because we want to work problems out the way that we want them handled. We don't want anybody else to do it. No, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. Are they, or are we doing it wrong? I'm a stubborn Gemini too. And when it comes to my family and my pets, I over worry. Oh my God. Last night I took 2 sleeping pills so I can go to sleep, so I can rest. But I usually sleep with my sound machine on. I turned that off so I can hear every single move and sound that Sandra was making. And I kept getting up out of bed like every 10 minutes and turning on the light and looking at her. And she'd squint her eyes like, turn off the light. Amen, Michelle E. It's been a year since I lost my fur baby. He was 13. I hope Sandra gets better. Thank you, Melissa. And I'm so sorry. See, and then, I felt weird asking the vet this today, but I didn't know. I called the vet this morning. I called around different ones, like emergency ones, and was asking them like, if I have to put her to sleep, because I would not sit there and let her suffer in that cage. If she was suffering and I knew it, I would definitely put her down. And I even asked the vet, I was like, this sounds weird, but do you guys cremate hamsters? Because I'm getting her ashes when she goes. Sandra, and you know, people are like, she's a hamster. No, you don't understand. Hey, Stephanie Bloomsies. Sandra, when I got her, you know, as before I told everybody about my struggles with substance abuse and stuff, but she truly does motivate me and help me to like stay sober and stuff, because like I have to take care of her and she's so tiny and small, you know, she needs me. So when she goes, and I hate thinking about it, but when she goes, I'm going to get another one because she keeps me going. Like, and especially when I see her in pain, Sandra Wonder Woman is, she was born on April 10th of last year. So she's 1 year and 7 months old, which is getting, you know, hamsters are only supposed to live, her type of hamster, I think 2 years. But I've read of some, because I read up on her all the time. I've read of some that are, they have lived 4 years. But I just, you know, I want to make sure that, yeah, she's dependent on me. Exactly. And I'm dependent on her. Like, she really does. I think if I didn't have Sandra, it would have been a lot harder to get sober. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. Because she gives me, like, if I wasn't taking care of myself, I would still be motivated to take care of her. Cause I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. I'll get over it. I'll have a hangover or whatever. I'll nurture myself and I'll be back on my feet again. But Sandra is different. Epitome of Save Robbie always. Sandra's so adorable. I don't even know her and I love her. I know. And and you know what? The power of prayer, to every single person that's been out there praying for me, it's because of you that I got that sign tonight. That was the most crazy thing that has happened. Hey, Mom. My mom was like, go home and stay off YouTube tonight. Mom, if you rewind, or I'll call you when I get off of here, I got the craziest sign from God tonight, and it was so well needed. Not just with the situation with Sandra, but the situation with just my entire life, you know. Sandra, okay. Lufa, yeah, she is. And Lufa, God is so awesome. If you didn't see it, I'll tell you later. You could rewind. Oh, the glare and truthy raid. Love you guys. Hi, Tiffany. Hey, that girl. Sandra stops you from slipping, gives you a reason to push away the urges. Absolutely. Try this for a while. Do not vocalize negativity. Use uplifting words and guard what you let into your person. Your subconscious works when we sleep, fed throughout the day from our conscious. We're going to have a good conversation, DeRosa. Thank you guys. Came over from the glare. Sam, we love you. I love you guys too. Where did I get Sandra's name from? Here's another reason I've been depressed. Well, not really depressed, just sad. My favorite show is Superstore. It's a comedy, and my favorite character in that show is Sandra Kaluuya Kalani. She's Hawaiian and she's adorable and she's funny. I named Sandra after her. Hey, Mrs. Magoo and Truthy. Hey, guys. And I just found out that Superstore is getting canceled. The 6th season just started. Now it's being canceled. After the 6th season, they're done. But I was talking about Truthy with that this morning too, is, you know, not giving into negative stuff and just feeling peaceful and calm. And to the people that just rated, if you missed the beginning, I got an incredible sign from God tonight that was well overdue, well needed. 2020 stinks. That's what I was thinking until, seriously, that sign tonight. And I even had the sign when I was praying earlier. Hey, Danny. when I was praying earlier, hey, Rosaling, about just not worrying, because I'm not a huge worrier a lot of the time. I kind of, but when stuff goes wrong with people I love, or, of course, my hamster, Sandra, or anything like that, of course, you can't help but worry. But something in my heart keeps telling me over and over and over, and this has happened since June 27th, shut your mouth. Okay. And just like DeRosa said, if there's anything negative, don't worry about it. Don't talk about it. Keep focusing on positive stuff, nurture positive thoughts, and just give it to God, and don't worry about anything. So that's why when I was saying earlier that I'm literally planning things, I'm not hoping bad things will happen, but I'm planning sobriety into my future. Okay. Oh, Kathleen, you're sweet. I love you too, Truthy. So I'm planning, I know this sounds morbid, death. I'm planning people that I care about to die in my future, all sorts of stuff. And I know that I'm going to have to deal with that. And I have to look at it that way right now, because in the past I would always go and get alcohol, and that's how I would deal with stuff. That's okay. I'm going to get trashed. I'm going to, get drunk out of my mind and forget everything. Exactly, Michael. Let go and let God. It's okay, Mrs. Magoo, to see. But now I'm like, okay, that stuff is going to happen. And I've actually been terrified of bad stuff to happen, because I'm like, that's when I'm going to relapse. To be honest, that's been in my head since I quit. Like, I'm doing so good, but I know, like, if something bad, really terrible, like a tragedy or something terrible happens, that's when I'm going to relapse. And that's been in the back of my mind. So now that's slowly disappearing away, because I'm planning to deal with it sober. So that message tonight, yeah, and I appreciate you guys, Sweet Pea. Oh, that's sweet. Hola, mi amigos. No comprende, but poquito. Robbie is a walk the walk, talk the talk type of person. Those are the people I gravitate to. He toots Mickey. First time here, just, thank you, Angela. Welcome. I was just sharing a really amazing, beautiful, amazing spiritual thing that has happened to me tonight. Just insane, crazy. I was talking about it at 12:22, sharing it with you guys. But if you guys, for the people just coming in, I got this message when I was driving home. I'll show it one more time, so people aren't confused. I was driving home, and my friend across the world tags me. You can go look over on my Facebook right now. It's on my wall. She tagged me in this. Oh, let me get that comment off the screen. And I was looking, I'm like, okay, it says 2222. Okay, what's that? And so then I go to the next one, and it says the angel number 2222 is a message from your angels to keep the faith, trust that everything will work out. The 2222 number aims to give you faith, especially when you are going through something that's particularly tough and challenging. This is when you need the guidance and the assistance of your angels the most. Okay. And I've had a lot of people praying hard for me. So as soon as I got that, I'm reading this in my car on the highway, and I look down, and it's 11:22 p.m. in my car. So I'm recording this really quickly. I'm like, oh my God, I have to film the time for her so she believes me. So, because this is too amazing. So I filmed this.
I'm driving home. I know I'm driving safe. I just pulled your angel message up. I just read it on Facebook as I'm reading.
See, it changed to. See how it changed to. Look at the beginning when I first started recording it. It was 11:22.
The thing you tagged me in. I'm driving home. I know I'm driving safe.
And then it changed to 11:23. So if you guys needed some sort of comfort from God tonight or anything like that, there it is right there. Something, Devil Mike, it's just, seriously, I need to take a leap of faith and trust God in everything because I'm very stubborn. Double numbers are so powerful. They all have meaning. Wish you all a blessing. Hey, Calm Vibes. I was checking out after you sent me a message, I went over to your channel. If you need support, check out Fall Downs, Misfits, and Warriors on Facebook. Okay, I'll have to come back and screenshot that. Right? Nikki Rex, I mean, undeniable. I came home and I told my aunt that. I was like, can you believe this? Can you believe that? For a message from God tonight, I'm not... Amen, Turquoise. See, God is working in all of us. You did a live stream on repeating numbers. Hey, DeRosa, can you post the link to that in the chat? Hold on. I think you have a... Oh, no. Can you post the link to that? I was an emotional drinker, good but sad. Don't matter, drink. Hey, Shelly. Love you, Shelly. So then, to the people that just came in, so then I sent that to Sue, and I said, oh my God, look. I sent her that video. I was driving careful. Hey, Russell. Thank you. I've been kind of down. I've been like, and I think I'm on my man period too, so I'm more emotional. You believe it is, Karen? So I send her that, and I say, you know, it's 11:22. So she sends me back this 11:22. If you feel unsure in any part of your life, angel number 11:22 is a divine message of encouragement that you're on the right track. And if you're going to be all right, and that you're going to be all right as you focus your attention on positive thoughts towards solutions that will propel you to something so much better on your path. So, I mean, that was just, yeah, my man period, Sherry. Hey, Anita. I pray voluntarily for most of you. The other is because I have to. God knows. Yeah, and I don't know. I think it's important to pray for, even though it's really hard and you're like, no, I want those people to fucking suffer. But the people that do you wrong, or maybe your enemies or whatever it is, to pray for them. It's hard, but just do it. And then it feels like there's some sort of relief in it. You don't have to pray for them to learn their lesson, because that's what I've done a lot. But just pray for them. You're drinking coffee. See, Will, coffee gives me really bad anxiety, but I like the hyperness it gives me. And I had a coffee earlier, so of course I started getting anxiety, and I almost switched to a second coffee. And then I was like, no, because then I'll start thinking about earthquakes and all the tidal waves and all that shit. And I live in Colorado, not even close to the ocean. That's the shit I think about when I have anxiety. Oh, and nuclear bombs in North Korea. It can be done, Tiffany. Each one of you pray for one of your enemies tonight and just see how it feels. It feels really good. It's the warm hug I needed after your live. I mean that with more love than... Ah, hi, Liz. It happened to me and my daughter yesterday morning. It was 11:22. And we were parked outside an angel shop. My daughter's anniversary is Thursday, 3 years. Okay, this is an overwhelming amount of crazy signs. I've been praying for signs, but I'm like, God, like last night, I told God, I was like, God, please, if I need to get up and send Sandra to the doctor or take her there, please let me hear like a slamming door or a slam right now, a loud noise. Silence. Please let me hear this, God, or let me this or that. And God's like, don't tell me what to fucking do. Like, don't give me specifics. I'll give you a sign the way that you need a sign, that you don't even know you need it. And you don't need to tell me what to do. Seriously, Wonder Woman, my biggest fear is tidal waves, and I live in the Mile High City, a mile high above sea level. There's no ocean around Colorado. There's crazy people, though. Wait, what did that say? I do not have anyone that I do not like opinions on, yes. I don't think I have enemies. Maybe I'll just pick someone I don't like. Hey, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Wild Blue. Thank you for speaking about sobriety. It's very important. Much love to you. Much love to you too. And it's crazy because, like I said, I have not been tempted to relapse at all. But I've had this thing in the back of my mind where, like, okay, shit keeps happening. That's terrible. Bad stuff keeps happening. And then I'm like, okay, when the big one hits, that's when I'm going to relapse. Almost like I'm planning my relapse. And then I'm like, wait a minute. Why would I do that? So now I'm planning, telling the devil to get the hell behind me. And I'm planning for when that terrible thing happens, whatever it is. It's probably going to be a lot of terrible shit in my future. I've been gone, but I've been praying, especially for Sandra. It's so hard. Well, Anita, those prayers have been answered tonight. Just with, like, Sandra may not be back to herself, but that sign, like, comforted me. It really did. It gave me, like, this comfort, like, no matter what happens, God is, like, telling me to calm my tits and just calm down. I need to get that tattooed on my forehead. Keep the faith. I'm sure right when we got home from the house. Oh. This is my first live here. I was a part of the Glare raid. I was asleep and wasn't even planning on being on YouTube. Now I know why. I needed this today. Thank you. God is good and works in mysterious ways. Thank you, Tiffany, and amen to that. I love you, Nicole. Nicole, did you hear what happened? I'm going to tell you after that. I'll send you a message after this. I'm sure you probably missed it. Nicole, amazingness. You're not going to believe it. Amazing. It's crazy too, because people keep telling me the whole footprints thing. I know that's a big one for a lot of people, but that one kind of keeps playing in my head because I, like I said, I like to take matters into my own hands and be like, nope, I'll fix my own problem. Thanks. Because I'm a stubborn ass. Hey, Demon Child, you came in just in time for a sermon. I love Demon Child. They're fun. Faith is seeing light when all your eyes see is darkness. Yeah, you can't even imagine all the terrible, dark thoughts that have been in my head since Sandra has been worrying me and just with tons of stuff. And then, of course, the thought went through my mind too. It was, okay, when she goes, if I have to put her down or I wake up and she's not alive in her cage or something, that's when I'm going to relapse. There's like that devil voice in my head. And I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's a part of life. Death is a part of life. And I don't have to deal with that by boozing it up or anything like that. He is the light in the darkness. Lord is my strength. Yeah, so I really wanted to share that with you. And Truthy and Will, thank you for rating me too, because hopefully whoever needed to hear that heard it. It just, I mean, there's even my aunt was like, there's no coincidence with that. And if you look back, what's funny about it is I was rushing home because I had to share this with you guys. And as I'm rushing home, I'm like, I get here. And of course I came home and I have to I've been spoon feeding Sandra. And I've started her back just on her medicine, just a little bit, just to help her calm down a little bit. So I spoon feed her it with baby food on a spoon and she eats it right up. So I did that and I schedule my live. I hop on here really fast. And as I'm telling you guys about the 11:22 part and the 22, then it hits 12:22 here. I'm telling you, God is a smartass, and I love it because he's amazing. And he just keeps on reminding me to just zip my paranoid little mouth and to stop drinking coffee. I died once for 15 minutes and came back to life. You got hit by a car. Oh. Did you see anything when you died, Demon Child? I'm just curious to ask. If you don't want to answer that, you don't have to. Thank you, Anna Laura. I'm going to have to look to, it doesn't show what those stickers are. Where's it at? You're number 1. Thank you. Yeah, I'm interested to see. My sister slammed into a pole and flatlined, and she said it scared her because she didn't see anything. What did you just say? What? Tiffany? What's the 1018? Hold on. Tiffany, do you know what the 1018 thing is? Do you know what that means to me? Or do you not know? Please tell me you know. Do you know what 1018 is, Tiffany? To me? Oh, okay. Now I'm like, okay, God, really, now you're pushing it. And it's actually, you know what's crazy about that, Tiffany, is I found that 1018 and that whole message because I was under the impression that 1018 was the day that I went to that concert. So 1018, guys, it represents one day I was praying, and 1018, I was like, why do I keep hearing 1018 in my head, God, 1018, 1018? And it was the day that I went to, what was so weird about it was I went to first of all, my top 2 favorite artists. This is another weird coincidence. My top 2 favorite artists of all time. My number 1 is Sarah Bareilles. Number 2 is Christina Aguilera. Well, in 2018, on 10/18/18, so October 18th, okay, I thought I went to the Pepsi Center and I saw Christina Aguilera. Exactly a year later at the same venue in the same section, not the same seats, same section, I saw Sarah Bareilles. And I was like, this is just weird, right? But when I saw Sarah Bareilles and Christina, actually, I was on vacation both times. I took vacation time off. So I went on a meth bender. So at both of these concerts, I was coming down. I felt like I was going to die when I was at Sarah Bareilles. And it was like spiritual to me because each time I came down, it was very spiritual. So I'm praying about this. I'm like, God, what is 1018? This was a couple months ago. What? Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Was that Jenny that said that? Thank you, Truthy. Sorry for your loss, Michelle. I'm sorry. So I'm praying about it, and it's 10:18 p.m. I looked down at my clock. I was like, okay, God, what the hell? Get this. So I get all excited. I'm like, something good is going to happen on October 18th this year. Comes October 18th, and I look at my tickets. I'm like, wait a minute. Both of those concerts were on the 19th. So both of the 18th was my sobriety date of those years. Like when I quit, it was weird how it timed out. And then, so God sent me that message, but then I was like, wait a minute, it's 10:19. God works with numbers. If you ever need some sort of sign, I swear he's like the best mathematician ever. You got this for you and have been a huge inspiration for me. Thank you. I've slowed tremendously. My BFF loves your voice. Thank you, Anita. My voice is actually really raspy tonight. It's really dry. I've been drinking coffee on and off like the last week or two. Then it gives me anxiety and I get all freaked out. Can get spicy around here, but there are many laughs to be had. Yeah, I'm kind of all over the place with my live streams. Sometimes they're really funny. Sometimes I'm complaining and bitching about something, and then my mom will message me and say, take that down. Or sometimes it just depends. It depends. Yeah, well, I'm glad that I have this documented tonight so that I never forget it, because I always forget. I always forget my blessings and my signs. I know that that's terrible. I should be incredibly thankful for them all the time, but I forget them all the time. I forget when I get signs from God. And it's just, I roll over myself on 12, 12, 17, leaving the side of it. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad you're okay, Danny. What did Demon Child say? Hold on, let me go up to Demon Child. Oh, you lost your dad in a car accident. 12. Wow. Thing to remember is the way you live your life right now will determine what vessel you're in your next life. Many of us, I do believe in reincarnation, by the way. I know a lot of people are like, wait, you believe in the Christian faith. Why would you believe that? Hey, God came down in different forms. He came down as a burning bush, as Jesus. He came down in a bunch of different forms. So yeah, I believe that. If we follow in his footsteps, then that means we do too, right? I think so. Christola. Wait, and your kid heard that, Christola? Sorry if that's the case. Hey, Xvarna. God always works in mysterious ways. I've always believed that this is our hell and God is testing us. Yeah, we're definitely being trained for something higher than this. And in order to get there, I think we need to feel the pain and all of that stuff to grow and just feel different stuff. Your husband was in the Vietnam vet, had PTSD when he passed. There were 3 causes of death on death certificate, all alcohol related. Stay sober. You don't want to die the way he did. I'm really sorry to hear that, Shirley. If you're wishy-washy, you get a second chance. I believe we get many chances. You know that verse in the Bible where he says, forgive 70 times, 77 times? Well, I believe in my experience with God that his forgiveness goes beyond this lifetime. So why not give us 70 times 77 chances at life? Why not? By the way, this is sugar plum chapstick, and smells so good. Comes in waves. I love all people's beliefs, and the thing that's cool is nobody can tell that you're wrong because it's what you believe and nobody has permission to do that. Yeah, and my beliefs have always come from my experiences. So a lot of people will say, well, you may have experienced that, but this is what the Bible says, or this is this. But I'm like, God works with everybody in different ways. So, thank you, Xvarna. So if you're experiencing something with God and he's truly leading you to believe something, then that's what you're going to believe. If somebody tells you to believe something, and then let's say you say, oh, okay, then I believe that. Yeah, because you told me to. You're lying because you don't actually believe that. You were told to believe that. And you can't fool God and say, okay, yeah, I'm going to say this so that I don't go to hell. But then you don't actually believe that. That's not, no, I don't agree with that. I think you believe based on your experience. That's the only way you build a belief, is if you see it with your own eyes or experience it. Hey, Rebel Rose Jade. Sandra, I just gave her a tiny little bit of meloxicam and a little bit of her antibiotic that she was on, because I saved some. I didn't give her the full doses, and it seems to help her like relax a little bit more. And the vet even told me, they said, if you still have some of it, you can give it to her, because I've been calling them and harassing them nonstop. But her actual doctor won't be in until Monday. Amen, Michelle. And he's in everything. And when God says he's a part of us, we're a part of him. Maybe we're experiencing pain for him, and we're all connected through him. So maybe we're all just a piece of him, feeling a different part that he wants to experience through us. Who knows? Anyone who didn't know who came from the raid anyways. Yeah, I saw a lot of people come in from the raid. Thanks, Rosalie. And I have more and more of a spiritual awakening the more sober I am. each day that I'm sober, it motivates me to do it more. Before I'd be like, okay, something bad's going to happen. When is this going to end? So I could just relapse and get drunk already. But I am not the thought of alcohol, the taste of it, anything like that. It grosses me out right now, especially if I see people drinking. It doesn't look fun because I had my fun and it turned sour. You truly have no idea how badly I needed to be here tonight. I was asleep when awoken to some Discord admin drama, or else I would have missed this. Thank God for drama. Just kidding, Tiffany. I'm glad you get something from it because I know I sure the heck did. Yeah, I'm like alert and sober of mind, Jenny. It's amazing. I can't set foot in my church's confessional after last time. Uh-oh, what happened? What happened? I don't know exactly what's going on with Sandra, but I love how much you care about her. Hope she makes a full recovery and is just as sassy as you. Sandra's way sassier than me. Sandra is not my pet. I'm her pet. I'm surprised I'm not over there in that cage and she's over here talking to you guys. Ever have dreams that you make demons go away? I've had weird dreams of demonic stuff, for sure. I seriously woke up and needed to be here. Well, welcome, Michaela. Everyone is here now. I know, everyone came here after Truthy and Will ended. My electrician told me something so profound I will never forget it. He had mouth cancer and he had recovered. Jerry, hold on. He said the pain was intense, but he thought about the pain Jesus felt and it helped. That is amazing. And you want to know what, Jerry? It's crazy that you're saying that right now because I was in King Soopers. I think where other people are, it's called Kroger. Checking out. And this man comes up to me and he's talking to me, but you know how it sounds. He has that thing in his throat because he had throat cancer. And he came up to me. He's like, do you want to apply for King Soopers credit card? And I was like, sure. And so I walk over and he's telling me the story about how he had throat cancer and stuff. He's like, I'll tell you as soon as I'm done getting your application filled out. And I was like, oh God, that means I'm going to be here for a while. Shit. That's what I was thinking in my head. And I thought I was going to be like, okay, I'm going to have to escape this conversation. But I filled out the application. I ended up walking. I was like, oh my God, I forgot to get something. So he walked through the store with me and told me his entire story and how it brought him to Christ. And I was like, and this was like 2 weeks ago or something. I ended up getting the credit card, by the way, $7,000 limit. Haven't used it yet. But I was like, so weird that I thought I was going to be annoyed by this man, and the whole story just really calmed me. Because I've had this mouth, like right now, I don't know if you can tell, but my mouth, I'm getting dry mouth. My mouth burns all the time, pretty much every single day, all day. And I worry about that sometimes. And that was just a way of God comforting me. It was crazy. And when we ended the conversation, like freaking like 20 minutes later, 25 minutes later, he's like, it's crazy how God brings people together, isn't it? And I was just like, who are you? I think it was an angel. Plus, I think my mouth burns because I have severe acid reflux and it burns my mouth. Some days my mouth feels so swollen that I have to stretch it from the burns. Hey, sweet Miss Vixen. Kathleen, you're going to bed? Good night. Yeah, I need to go hop in the shower, but I just wanted to share that with you because God is amazing. So I hope that helped you guys. I know this year has been really crappy, and that was just it was well needed. Before I go, I wanted to tell you, I'm doing end of the year awards on my channel. Mexi, I asked him if he'll dress up as Santa, even though I can't stand Santa, and I'm going to be like a little bitchy elf, and we're going to do a stream, but I haven't told Mexi yet. I'm going to do like awards, not just for other creators, but for people in the chat and everyone in the community. So what I did was I asked my members to come up with a bunch of categories, and I'm going to put those categories in a community post each day and have you guys like put names of people you want to like nominate in each category. And then the most of them, whoever gets the most, I'll pick like the most 5 names, and then we can vote. And then we're just going to have a fun stream near the end of the year. And Mexi, I'm sure, will be a really funny Santa. And I'm going to be a bitchy elf because I can't stand Santa. So that'll be funny. And I also asked a really special guest to do something that is really funny. So hopefully that person will join the stream dressed up as who I asked them to dress up as, because it will be like the cherry on top. It will be really funny. Hi, Haley. What else did I want to tell you guys? Oh, if you're really into the Chris Watts case, which a lot of you are, there is a brand new channel, and I've been sharing it, and I really like this person because it's a very open-minded perspective on the case. That's open and just not judgmental and just a really good guy. So I'm going to put his channel in the chat. It's Bartwan. I think I'm saying that correctly. Bartwan. And I'm going to pin it because I'm really enjoying his stuff, and he's brand new. He's like, I'm sorry I say things like this or like that. You could tell maybe he's a little bit nervous because he's newer, but he's very well spoken and a really cool guy and a very open mind on the case. So I'm sure if you have any opinion on this case, it will be welcome there. I'm sure of it. Yeah, it is exciting. I love you, Frank DeRosa. I'm sorry, I always call you Frank because everyone calls you Frank. I don't know if you prefer Frank or DeRosa. Yeah, check him out for sure. He's just a really calm, well-spoken, open-minded guy. Love you loads. All will be okay no matter what. You will be okay. Keep the faith. Bye, everyone. Bye. I hope you have a good night. I think that's all I wanted to tell you guys. You watched his videos? Yeah, check him out. I'm really enjoying him so far. Yeah, sweet Miss Vixen, I'm going to be a bitchy elf. I might even have a fake cigarette. Real bad, you can get the meds at Walmart. It helps you so much because I have it. Yeah, I get those Rolaids. They're the chewy cherry ones. They're for gas and acid reflux, and they taste like candy. And I'm not a candy person, but they're really good. Love you, happy little accidents. You stay safe too. I like your profile picture. God bless you too, Tiffany. Thank you for the raid, by the way, to Will and Truthy. I love you guys. Rolaids are crap. Yeah, the chewable Rolaids. Actually, I like those too. Tums. I prefer Rolaids over Tums. Michelle, much love to you. Good night. Oh, good night, 816 Gaming. Oh, good, Karen. I hope you guys like him. I love you so much, Lufa. Lufa, I think I don't know if your package has gone out yet. I'm going to have to ask Alicia. And I don't know if you watched Mexi's live earlier. I'm never going back to the Watts house ever again. Somehow you guys bullied me into him saying that I'm going to go to Survey 319 with him at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know what day that is. Good luck. No, I'll go, but the Wi-Fi is terrible out there. Signal sucks. So if we're doing it live, we're going to have to find a better way to have connection, or I'm not going. Okay? Stop sending porn. It's Adam Levine porn, Lufa. Did you like that? Nexium. I think I tried Nexium one time and it made me feel paralyzed. Like it made my back freeze up and feel paralyzed. Oh, it's a prescription. Oh, you're sending my ornament. Thank you. She's sending me an ornament that has it's Snow White. It's the queen from Snow White. She messaged me. She's like, this made me think of you. Can I send it to you? I was like, hell yeah. You should send me the Snow White one too, so I could bite its head off. Can't stand her. Oh, you're using Bobby's phone. Do you have a P.O. box? I don't have a P.O. box. But I trusted her with my address because, you know, if it's a brand new person, I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not giving you my address. But, you know, there's been people that I've talked to or got to know and stuff. And, doxed myself to them. Probably going to get raided here soon. Not just in the chat, but through my windows or something. Oh my God. Isn't Adam Levine not circumcised? Hey Siri, is Adam Levine circumcised?
Okay, I found this on the web for Is Adam Levine Circumcised? Check it out.
Is there a picture of his penis anywhere online? I saw David Beckham's penis. He's not circumcised. What, he took that picture for like prostate cancer or something where he's completely naked and he didn't even have the balls to at least get it a little bit more, you know, blood flowing in there. And it's just all like an anteater. I expected a little bit more from David Beckham because he athletically, he's one of my idols. Like I would love to be in shape like he is, but instead I sit on my ass instead of going to the gym and I talk to you guys on the live stream. How old are you? Just curious to see if you're I'm 38. 38. You've never seen uncircumcised anything? They're not as bad as you'd think. They're really not. I mean, I'm circumcised, but let's not discriminate. Okay? It's all about the way you work it. I agree. He is hot. You think it looks like an anteater? Yeah, hold on. Before I go, let me take a look at David Beckham's real fast. I'm pretty sure if you go to Google and you look that up, just be careful the ones that pop up because some of these nudes of these celebrities, they're fake. Adam is hot, but the other one. Why are you struggling to breathe, Christola? You look so much. Oh, thanks, Anna Laura. I use a lot of product on this face. And when I got sober, seriously, I was starting to get terrible. I mean, I always have the expression wrinkles. When I quit drinking, I noticed I was like, oh my God, like I had this really bad lines here that are starting to moisturize now and just dry, ugly looking, just gross skin. Now I have like sensitive weird skin anyway, so I break out. Like the masks kind of make me break out sometimes, but it was bad. Oh, good night, sweet Miss Vixen. Yeah, sometimes I always told my aunt, I'm like, like to tell people I'm 10 years older than I am, 48, just so they say, oh, you look so good for your age. Tell them you're 38 and they're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Feel like I've been ran over again this morning. It's YouTube. It keeps us all awake. Everybody, all of us. Thanks, that girl. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to go Google naked pictures of David Beckham before I get in the shower and criticize my body in the mirror next to his. Then maybe write a vision board for next year. That's my next goal, is now that I'm, you know, my mind is starting to work out and get a little more clear. Now I need to go work my ass out at the gym. The only thing holding me back from it is I hate wearing masks when I'm working out. Aw, thanks, Danny. Secretly, Robbie is my absolute gay crush. I wish gay people thought I was their gay crush. Just kidding. You know what? There's a lot of hot gay men that hit on me, okay? But let me tell you something. The only thing they want is sex, and that's fine because that's all I want too. But they'll like bang each other. I want like just one person I could just grip onto and call when I'm in the mood and then get out of my life until I get horny again. But maybe God doesn't want me to do that. Maybe that's why he gave me syphilis like 3 times in my life. He's like, this really isn't working out for you. But thank God I've never got the deadly ones. Actually, you know what? You can die from syphilis, I think. Yeah, I need a booty call. I actually had a sex dream last night for the first time in a long time, right before I woke up. Somebody I'd never seen before. I must have come up with this person in my dream. It's like the man of my dreams, literally. Perfect type for me. We started banging and then I woke up and I was like, oh man, that sucks. Because it was really good. You always pull me out of my head. It was really good. If I ever see this person from my dreams in real life, I'll ask them if they want to get married. Even before I introduce myself, because I already know we're going to hit it off. You're literally dead inside then? Sexually or just all around? Because you got a big heart, Lufa. Maybe he's coming into your life soon. Maybe. He looked to be maybe about 10 years younger than me, though. But I'm cool with that. Cody, my last boyfriend, was 9 years younger than me. Ah, Christella. Mwah. Rosebud. Rosebud, I loved your video. Did you guys see her video? If you go to Rosebud's channel, she got her Save Robbie mug. She made a cute video about it. Let me see if I can put it in the chat. I know sometimes when I get over sexual about when I talk, I notice my mom dips out of the chat. Oh shit, I have a ton of text messages from her too. Hey mom, how are you? Here's Rosebud's video. It's so sweet. Pray for Robbie's soulmate and for my hamster. See, but I don't know. I can't breathe when I sleep next to people, so my soulmate is going to have to be okay with sleeping in separate rooms, maybe even houses. Because I don't like sleeping next to people. It drives me nuts. You lost Joan at Adam Levine porn? Yeah, my mom dipped out when we started. Or maybe my mom left to go Google Adam Levine porn. Just kidding. She wouldn't do that. Pray for Sandra. DeRosa's last girlfriend was 16 years younger. Yeah, but as long as it's legal and, consensual, it's all good. Your ex-husband was 10 years younger. I've never heard of that. Wait, you never heard of, what was I saying? You never heard of what, Anna Laura? What was I saying? Now it's going to bug me. Don't you like, ooh, let me look him up, Connie. Gerard Butler. Hold on one second. Sandra does this thing where she's like, it's like snoring when she sleeps, but I think it's because I got her this little plastic loft. And I think her face is pushing up against it when she breathes and it goes, oh, oh. But the doctor said it's not an emergency, so I'll get drunk and high with you, but that's it. Yeah, I like to be the guy in the relationship, so I usually go for someone who's a little bit shorter than me, more petite than I am, maybe a little bit younger, because I like to be the guy. I'm attracted to men, like hot, burly, hairy men, but I don't want to do them. I just want to stare at them. Maybe I don't want to do them. I don't know. I don't want to be in a relationship with them. Then I don't want to be in a relationship with anybody. Just want to bang them. But I don't want to get an STD. Again. Together since you were 9 and he was 11? Married 37 years. Whoa, that's awesome. Yeah, maybe I overshare a little bit too much sometimes, Anna Laura. Wild Blue. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed too, Sandra. I need to go take a shower, but yeah, I'm gonna go take a shower so I can be next to say, hey, Casper, so I can be next to little Sandra, listen for her little noises. But yeah, go check out that channel I pinned. Go check out Rosaling's thing, and be on the lookout for community posts so you guys can vote for the awards that we're gonna have. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll do it on New Year's Eve because I know I'm off on New Year's Eve. Good night, Will. Get some rest. Thank you, Danny. Thank you for all the prayers, guys. And thank you, God, for the sign. That was so amazing. Bye for definite this time. Okay. I'm a great mama. I'm her daddy. Shower live, Robbie. Yeah, that'd get taken down real quick. Maybe I'll just do a singing in the shower stream one time where I just start streaming from outside the curtain and we'll sing together. I won't be able to see what you guys are saying. That is what I will write, looking for a rich Christian man that likes to fish, hunt, and pamper me. Totally opposite than what I had. Sometimes opposites are better. Good night, Dawn. Good night, Danny. I do have awesome mods. I have awesome friends on here. Good night, Anna Laura. Thank you for the prayers. Okay, guys, I'm really going to go. Good night. Thank you for listening. Thank you. I really, really, really hope that helps you guys because it helped me tremendously. So now even when I hear Sandra's little, I'm still going to be looking over her every 2 seconds. I watch her when she sleeps like this. All creepy. I stand up and look over. And now I keep thinking I hear her. So I'm really going to go. Good night, everybody. Good night, Casper. Good night. Good night, Mr. Jen. Love you. Good night, Lufa. Thank you again, Sue. Good night, Patricia. Peace, love, and smiles. Good night, Connie. Thank you for the prayers. Linny Peel, good night. Good night, Rosebud. Bye, everybody. God bless.